but
It's hard to keep. It's fun to drink champagne until it's not fun to drink champagne.
Guys, I think we're gonna find my
we might not.
I feel like
my Wilford Brimley line on champagne today. It's gonna happen today during the podcast.
all right, let's do it.
We're all
there's a
excited.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're here to do?
I know.
It's not just amateurs talking
Lasagna
finance.
is warming. It's staying warm.
Well, I found that very informational, so thank you.
That's good. Well, yeah,
Felipe.
I would say
We'll just start our own Bitcoin podcast.
bye.
Crypto.
Felipe explains crypto.
It would be exactly like me explaining Picard to men.
Or musical theater.
Because what was fun about doing that, it wasn't just me, it was the three of us. What was fun about that was you had no idea what we were talking about. And that's how it would be if I had a podcast where Felipe explained Bitcoin to me. It would just be like with the innocence of a child. Like,
Yeah.
whatever you say, boss.
Yeah.
Like, I believe you.
Welcome back to another episode of Warp, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we do unasked for audio commentaries of Star Trek episodes. My name is Shawn.
My name is Matt.
Jake, Felipe.
Aaron.
And I'm in win.
And special guest, Patches.
The podcast is in the room today.
Patches, the studio cat,
She
is
was
trying to drink Philippe's gin and tonic or whatever.
Yeah.
it is.
Rum and Coke?
She was a good kitty. She stayed silent while we needed our 10 seconds of silence.
Nice.
She's like, I don't have shit to
I
say
should
to
take
you
a
guys.
picture of Patches.
And
and
just
post it.
like Patches, we're talking about Klingons today.
Oh.
Get her while she's drinking it.
She was really enjoying her rubs there. I was giving her like a...
She's curious about glasses.
The podcast group is focused on the cat now.
I'm sorry. We were.
Sorry, I had to get that. I
I
had
was
to get
trying
the
to
shot.
put the straws for the rum and Coke.
I had to
into
get the shot
Pat's
for the
mouth.
Insta, you know?
Yeah,
important
true.
Insta
That's
is
true.
To the
it
success
on
of
the
this
Insta.
podcast.
TikTok.
Yeah.
The TikTok kitty.
Yeah.
That is really good. Like, Patches really looks like she's drinking out of
She's
that
like,
straw.
can I have another?
Very nice.
I'm pleased with that.
and
Hey,
Mariah.
what are we doing here?
Peter's
Sean?
gonna get on our ass.
Nah.
We're watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, season 4, episode 7, reunion. This episode fucking rules.
Sure. It does.
It's Klingon shit that calls back to 2 separate episodes. So there's a lot of backstory Min and Aaron are going to have to pay attention to.
Totally.
No
So
thanks.
excited.
Yeah.
I got 45 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle in 3,
boy.
2, 1, punch.
Oh my god.
We're literally just starting.
First episode.
You're already.
No thanks. Is this the Star Trek Lesabelle?
Matt, I've already recorded like over an hour of
I feel
material.
like a lot of this episode is going to end up
Chopped
being
up.
stuff we recorded
Yeah.
30 minutes before we started.
Yeah. For
Get
sure.
ready for some
Lots of
Bitcoin talk.
Yeah.
this
Boy, oh
episode.
boy. The Bitcoin fans are going to love this one.
Yeah, all the things I got wrong, they're gonna be like, oh my god.
It's the
Yeah.
There's
That's
nothing-
fun. If
Quick
there's
and
nothing
dirty
more than
primer.
people liking things on the internet more than they like hating things on the internet.
Pointing out things you said.
I would be happy to have like
Hate
a
listeners.
large band of hate listeners.
They're putting out so much misinformation.
These people, we really do. We say shit that's wrong about Star Trek every
time.
single episode.
I think that's what makes
multiple
us
times.
special because everybody else is so well researched.
Yeah.
All right, do you remember her?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like the one sexy
Oh,
Klingon.
Worf
Yeah.
remembers.
She's the Worf's lady.
Yeah.
Worf's lady. I'm sure that's how she would like to be referred
Yeah.
to. Also.
Yeah.
What's your name? I'm the Worf's lady. Worf's lady? No, the Worf's lady. If
Wow.
you don't include the definite article, it's an offense to my kind.
The drinks are hitting Shawn.
Yeah.
He's Lucy.
Yeah.
I love this little moment. Should I explain what's going on?
Yeah.
Want to know? A Klingon ship has shown up Sorry.
You want me to take it? Or
No, I got it. The Klingon ship has shown up, and Worf's ex-girlfriend, who's now the ambassador.
Oh,
to the
no.
Federation. There he is.
Damn.
That is Alexander.
Mini me.
What?
We've talked about him a lot. We previewed the fact
That would
that
be an
Alexander
amazing toddler Halloween costume.
We've been warning you for weeks that you were about to meet Alexander.
Yes.
Here he is,
Yeah.
folks.
This is Reunion, Season 4, Episode 7. When the leader of the Klingon High Council passes on, Picard finds himself in the middle of the struggle for the now vacant position. Meanwhile, Worf reunites with a past love, only to find he now has a son. It was original air date November 3rd, 1990. What do you think the IMDb rating of this episode is? Aaron?
8.
Ooh.
That's too low. 8.4.
8.4. On the nose.
That's amazing.
This episode's a fucking 10.
I've never gotten one right exactly on the money before.
You're in the groove right now,
Really?
Matt.
Congratulations.
Well, this is a special day.
Yeah.
It is a special day.
Have some more bubbly.
More, that's the champagne, everybody.
It gives him power.
This episode is better than 8.4.
It's
This
a
is
10.
Yeah.
This is one of your
It's
favorite?
a high 9s for
That's
sure.
an IMDb 10 is an 8.4
Yeah.
for
That's
this
true.
show.
Now, let me ask though, Aaron, if you had an unexpected baby, are you coming to the daddy's
If-
door
If, man,
when you had your unexpected baby?
All babies are
Did you
unexpected.
come to the daddy's door unannounced with the kid, like, sort of grown up?
yes, and I
That's a
got
cool
one of
move.
those Alexander Halloween costumes to make it super
And you
nerdy.
dressed up like what's her face, Ambassador.
I
Kayla.
did, like
Kayla.
the Worf's lady. I dressed up like the Worf's lady.
Dressed
Like
up
the
like the
Worf's
Worf's lady.
Yeah, I like her business wear.
Yeah, keeping it
I like
together.
his outfit.
Yeah.
Bang
Star
on their
Trek-y.
door with the kid beside you, and
Yeah.
you just
I
the
love
first
it.
things out of your mouth are, "You remember
I
what
just
you
want to
did
see
to
him
me?"
like start destroying the other kids. Just
I
like-
want to know what game the kids are playing
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I looked at this a couple of times and I couldn't figure it out.
They're not
It's
like
some sort of
tic-tac-toe?
squares
They
and
stack them.
triangles based
Oh, I
game.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what is the premise of this exercise that they're doing?
They're just like building blocks, right? Like
Yeah.
wood blocks.
I don't know. Because later on he grabs them all and says, they're all mine. So
Yeah, the point of the game is to conquer your enemies and to possess all the
Yeah,
blocks.
exactly.
in that case, Alexander is a prodigy.
Block stacking.
So Worf is looking a little uncomfortable here. Like
Yeah.
he's not ready to accept daddyhood.
He's got to look. He's got that. I'm not going to look right.
So the last time we saw her, these two
Got
had
it
sex
on.
with each other. And he,
Yeah, don't picture it. It's not cool, you guys.
What? It does. Are they on the chair?
they were not, although we're going to see that chair. In
Alexander sits in the chair. in
Stop
this
it.
episode.
Shut the hell
Get
up.
ready to see the
I
chair,
hope
everybody.
they cleaned that
Brace
chair.
yourselves, everyone.
The chair's coming back.
Oh my god.
DEFCON 1. The chair is in
Red alert!
Oh, God.
My back is
Not
hurting.
since Screeny have we cared so much
By a
about an inanimate object.
Yeah.
Well, you guys didn't clean off all your furniture after your sex bangings,
We
right?
definitely don't clean the couch.
wait, this couch or the living room couch?
All couches.
Yes. Why not both?
This
Not
house
give?
is full of couches, man.
Yeah. Is that the Millennium Falcon? She's got.
So I'm gonna ask a dumb
It does
question.
kind of look like that.
Does he assume like 100% that it's his kid?
He needs a Jerry Springer that shit. Like I would not be like.
It was more of a Maury Povich thing.
She's already
Jerry
dropped
Springer.
it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really more of a Maury.
Maury was the.
Jerry snatched
It's
it.
not your child. It's
I'm not saying
You're
Jerry
joking,
never
but
did it.
Beverly does do a scan on the kid in this episode.
Sure, you
Doesn't
got
she?
to.
You know, they're
You
not
have to.
together all the time. So
Isn't there a scene where she scans the kid?
I mean,
No, I think you're
Shawn?
done the next episode where he's.
Oh, that's
They-
in next week's episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, I watched both episodes in
Sure, you come
Or
prepared.
was it
At the same time. But
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Where?
Also about because next week's episode, Min, is also about an unexpected child showing up on the ship.
Jesus.
they
Tune
need
in
to
next
calm
week.
down.
Another exciting episode of
last
Worf.
week's in last week's episode, you were sort of complaining that you were tired of the
Family.
the theme of
Yeah.
family that runs through this season.
Well, it
Doesn't
ain't
let
going
up.
away anytime
It's not.
soon.
It's even in this one. Well, not just Worf and the kid, but also just the whole dynastic thing of the Klingons.
Well, this is sort of cool because this is the Klingons.
Well,
and
this scene is amazing because this guy
You remember
playing
this
the
guy?
old
Yeah.
Klingon is amazing,
Kim Peck.
and and Patrick is amazing.
So do you remember
Patrick,
what
my close friend Patrick?
happened to Worf the last time he went
That is an unfair
to
question.
Klingon?
I have to say.
To Klingon.
he lost his Klingon card, his K card.
That's right.
Min remembers.
Do you remember why?
That one was tricky.
His lineage, his dad.
Was accused of
Okay, this is painful.
Yeah, this is like a bad connect them all up.
Yeah.
Somebody just say it.
he was
'cause they
accused
know.
of helping the Romulans destroy the place that they were living at.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
why
almost-
Worf's
Sure.
parents died.
I almost bought a whiteboard to hang up on the wall here in the studio so that I could draw out
The sort of.
for you in particular
The family tree.
Thanks, guys.
the family tree of the Klingons and
would help.
why you need to know
It was the
who's
mansplaining
mad,
board.
who's
Yeah.
mad at who.
And why?
Where we would mansplain all the intricacies.
Well, it's not. It's also minsplaining. 'Cause I don't know
Yeah.
either.
It could be Aaron splaining.
You know what we should do? We should just paint one of these walls with that like whiteboard
the-
paint.
Yeah.
So you can just like
That's an excellent idea because then I could go up and draw on the screen.
draw
Like,
mustaches.
do you see what's happening with
Yeah.
Ada's makeup?
I could
right
get you
here?
a laser pointer.
Yeah, we can all annotate, and we would all like, and
That's just what this show needs.
and the podcast would love it.
Laser pointer.
The podcast, yeah.
And Patches in the room because she goes
somebody's
crazy.
knocking on your door.
Oh yeah, be right back.
Might be your lasagna.
Hopefully the house hasn't
Lasagna's
burned down.
knocking on the door.
The house is on fire
Yeah.
because of the lasagna.
I told the kids to keep an eye.
It was a deadly cherry pie incident.
Man, would you like a brief summary of the plot
Give it to me,
of
Matt.
this episode?
Yeah.
Ambassador Kalar, Worf's mama daddy, baby mama. Mama daddy. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
That's very appropriate
Your
for a
mama
Klingon.
daddy.
She showed up and she's like, the head of the Klingons, that's him right there, that's Kempek, he's dying. And he's not just dying, he's been poisoned. And there are only two options for who poisoned him. One of those options is this new guy, Gowron, who we sort of don't really know much about. He's an outsider. He has sort of like revolutionary ideas. We don't really know what his deal is. The other faction that could potentially win is Duras. Duras is the family that lied to protect their own history by blaming Worf's family for the massacre at Kittimer, which is sort of the story of Star Trek VI, also the Kittimer Accords, right? So this guy who's dying, the king of the Klingons, I forget what his job title is, High Counselor, something like that. He knows he's dying and he knows he's been poisoned. And he's asked Jean-Luc to come because he needs an outsider who is unbiased to
find out.
decide who should take over for the Klingons. And also who killed me, right? He also wants him. And he's drinking the wine that he knows is poison.
Oh, it's
And he's about to die.
is it a slow poison?
They've been poisoning him for months, and it's some sort of like radioactive isotope or something like that, where there's like no cure for it. So he's like, I know I'm dead. I need you to figure out who killed me and figure out who should take over for the Klingons. And Sean Luke is like, what the fuck? I'm a Starfleet captain. I have no business getting myself involved in Klingon internal politics. But the Klingon guy is like, I can only trust somebody who I know doesn't have a stake. Worf just like pointing, like, get out of here.
I like this. I get called all the other
I
kids.
cannot
weak.
believe how little that kid looks standing
Yeah, I
next
know.
to Michael Dorn.
It's like
half
a
his
mini me
size.
situation.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
mean, Michael Dorn is very tall, I
So,
think. So that
Not
kid,
in this episode, but in all future episodes, Alexander will be played by Brian Bonsall, the little boy from Family Ties.
Really?
Yes.
yeah, this is the only one episode I saw that same piece of trivia, Sean. It's weird that he's not Brian Bonsall.
Yeah.
The same way last week we had not Tasha Yar.
Right.
We had not Linda Hamilton. This week we have not Brian Bonsall.
What does a Klingon child play when she tells him to go and play?
Yeah.
Death.
She even tells him he doesn't really play because he doesn't really have any kids. She doesn't even have any kids that he's friends with.
Yeah.
I didn't miss the chair, did I?
No.
Wait, did you?
No.
I don't remember.
No.
We may have been talking.
No.
It's right over
Chairs toward
there.
the
It's
end.
right behind him.
Is it? This is his room?
It's in that corner.
No, this is her room.
Oh, but that's where it is. Like
Yeah.
In the room.
this room is the same room, no matter who
The layout.
is claiming it. It's their room at the time. It's the same fucking set
Nice.
each
Sure.
time, and the
job.
chair is in that corner.
Yeah.
But is it in the
Yes.
scene? Is this in the scene or did they?
No, because this is not his quarters.
Oh, okay.
I think Sean's right about that.
So he doesn't want to be the baby daddy because it would be dishonorable to the baby.
Because of his family's disgrace.
Right. Because his family is no non-person, non-grata.
And she's like, I don't really give a shit. You're the daddy.
Yeah.
And also, I don't believe that you did the thing that you're saying your family did. So she's basically unraveling the lie that they told when Worf got discommoded.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I don't believe it. That sounds like bullshit to me. I know these Duras peoples are assholes, which means it was probably them.
Yeah.
So why don't you just tell me the truth? And Worf's like, I cannot talk about it. And he just like goes off to work.
It's a good response. Very Worfy.
When Worf doesn't want to talk to about something, he literally just walks away.
Yeah.
He does it all the time.
I respect that.
Yeah. Me too.
Because his other response would be to like stab you with a
Rip
knife.
it, rip you
That's like-
apart. Yeah.
That's like actually him
Yeah.
exercising like appropriate restraint.
Yeah.
Shawn, do you think you identify with Worf the most?
No.
No.
Of all the.
I like the Klingon stuff the best, but not because I think I
You think
like
that
Worf.
Shawn? Think about what you know about Sean's personality.
Think of the little you know about Shawn.
A man you've known for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how Klingon-y is it?
How Klingon-y is he?
He's a little Klingon.
Klingons known for?
Battle.
Angry all the time about everything.
Yeah.
Is that box check? No.
I know it isn't, but it feels like it could
Forehead
be.
ridges? No. No forehead ridges.
Just get them implanted next week.
Does Shawn wear a shiny stash?
No.
No.
Who do you identify with the most?
On this show?
Yeah.
All right, let's play it. We've been avoiding it for too long.
Jordy.
Let's go around the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you identify most with on this show? If you were one of these characters, who would you be? Sean, go.
Jordy.
Jordy. I'm
Okay.
surprised by that.
Explain your answer.
Other than my wife, I don't have the best luck, greatest with
You
women.
identify with his sad sack.
Yes, exactly.
The things you and him
I
have
couldn't
done to
think
a
of a better way
holodeck.
to say that. I knew as I was saying it that was a really mean thing to say, but I couldn't think of another word for
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
I agree with him. I agree with him. No, I just
Felipe, who would you pick?
I wanted to be Riker in my heart of hearts. I don't know if it's right, but I just
But
I
it's
don't
sparkly.
really believe in the rules too much, and
He's a real rule follower.
yeah, Riker is more of a rule. Well, I don't know, but he's got a sort of panache. I don't know. Whoever's like not the rule follower, I don't know. I'm not.
Wesley?
The problem with that is that this is a show full of rule followers.
Yeah.
Like,
You're trying to
these guys get real
They have
upset when they
protocols.
break the rules.
be. Your Q is who you want to be.
I would like to be Q. I mean,
I mean, the only rule breaker, Q.
Q breaks the rules. I mean, I want to be like
Q
him.
really is the ultimate edgelord.
Yep. He thinks he's cooler than he is. That's true.
He's not really a regular though. Like of the
of the
It has
regulars.
to be other regular.
of the main cast. Yeah. I'm not really represented well here.
You maybe all. I mean, Worf is the closest thing to a like renegade.
Sure.
that
And he
they
breaks
have.
the rules in this episode.
He absolutely does.
Oh, really? What rule?
Yes.
Big time.
Except that I don't know if I have any honor
He's a little
at all.
more. He's a little more honor focused than you
I
are.
would say that I'm like the opposite of that.
Oh,
mean,
here we
we did-
go.
we did just-
Gowron.
Gowron.
Oh, wow.
Gowron looks.
That's a lot of eyeball.
A lot of
It's a
eyeballs.
lot of
Someone check that
eyeballs.
man's thyroid.
And just so you know, get used to it.
He's coming. He'll be around for a while.
Jesus.
Gowron.
He's
fucking
identifiable.
Rules.
Gowron is the best.
Gowron rules.
That guy is amazing. We love him.
Robert Riley.
Robert Riley, we speak your name. Everybody drink to the
Drink to
great
Robert Riley.
To the great Gowron,
Gowron.
king of the Klingons.
Wow.
Greatest
great.
of all
You're here.
Klingons.
Because I was gonna say he's got to be the traitor. He's got to
sees
be
all.
the killer. But if you say he's gonna be around for a while,
Gowron is not the killer.
Jesus.
Why would you
No.
think that?
Everything points to being Duras.
We already hate the Duras.
That's why it's not the
You guys, I
Durasses.
have my answer.
All right.
It's Data.
Yeah.
You think
That's
you're
who
a
you
Data?
most identify with?
Because
It's not Whoopi?
He's
It's not-
like, I want to be Whoopi, but he's like, what's going on? Explain this to me. Like, what's
Yeah.
comedy? He's like, I feel out of place in this world. Like Data.
You're like,
You guys are talking about Duras and somebody killed somebody, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on right
That's
now.
not fair though, because that's Star Trek nonsense. Like, you have to think about who you would be in your real life.
In my real life, we're talking about real life. We're taking this.
we're taking this to the Subi Diana Troy. Come on. Be Diana.
I actually think if that were the case, I'd be Dr. Crusher.
Oh, sure. Not
That
Troy?
makes a lot more sense.
I think Crusher
Yeah.
over Troy for
No.
sure.
Crusher's a lot more sort of.
Troy's a little.
She's a doctor.
too-
Troy's a little too woo woo.
Yeah, she's a little too woo woo.
You know what I mean? She's like a little I live in Los Feliz.
Yeah, I have crystals.
But you have a
I
certain manner
don't know
that's like-
medicine, but I have some crystals. that
Like I
might-
can't
might
trust
help
that
you.
Dr. Troy, that Troy is vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Troy might be like.
she might be a little bit like the wellness. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when they
Rust
use.
some oil.
You know when they use the natural deodorant.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stones
No,
and stuff
that's-
Yeah.
like that.
You
The
need-
rubbing stones.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they're chewing like tabs instead of
You
using
need right
toothpaste.
guard, and like they sell it at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You got to put some chemicals on.
We
I didn't know that
compost
we
our
were
waste
taking this
around.
character to the streets.
Yeah.
All right, Matt.
I mean, the Wesley, right? Like Wesley.
Yeah. That's who you...
Just
Actually,
like
yeah.
not in the science math department because that's not me at all, but like the
Only child.
the people pleasing sort of I want to be a grown up. Like I identified with Wesley a lot as a kid. As a grown up, I don't know that there's probably not a good answer for who I am as a grown up.
Oh yeah.
Miles. Without this scientific knowledge,
Is that the engineer?
Qualified?
Yeah, that's the
the transporter dude.
chief.
Yeah.
The transport. You guys need to work on your self-esteem a little bit.
Why do you think we're
He's
here?
the main character.
Maybe I need to become Troy and like counsel you guys.
Well, that's what I was thinking because you.
I do have a
Alright,
counseling
Jake?
background.
Jake.
Character that I identify with.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe Jordy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
Yeah.
it.
It's like Ross,
I
a
like
room full
the
of
idea
Geordies.
of being Riker.
Yeah.
Because Riker's the...
Look, we all wanted to be Joey when we did this.
Yeah.
with Fred.
We all wanted to be.
And only I was Joey, right?
We were all
a room
Rosses.
full of Rosses and with a Phoebe.
No, Min was a Phoebe.
I think
We all want to be Riker or Picard, but do any of us actually feel like we are?
I feel... Sometimes...
Yeah. No, I think.
When the right combination of things is happening...
Yeah.
Sure.
when I'm doing
I feel
an
like a
escape
Riker.
room.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah,
like, that was
I don't
cool.
think you have to just
A
pick
rush
one.
of confidence.
I think these are.
An undeserved, an
a
undeserved
certain percentage
white
of Riker
male
inside of us.
rush of confidence.
Yeah.
And you can only feel it if you were a white male. It comes up through the ground, through your heels, and it flies
Manifest
up
destiny.
through your body.
Yeah.
And for 5 seconds, you feel like God.
These are
But Riker feels like that like 30% of every day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
He's
least
just walking around with that
Yeah.
that outfit
big
she's got
dick
on
energy.
is
Yeah.
Riker.
big
Does
dick
have that
energy
BDE.
Yeah.
for sure.
I just don't have that. That's the problem, you know.
I think we know what our next shirts are.
The BDE. Our
Yeah.
Riker's
Riker
BDE.
got BDE.
So
Is that a real acronym, you guys?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I like.
don't you know?
Sure.
Is-
Min, your last.
Well, Aaron took Data.
Well, I
So-
switched.
He said Jordy
fine.
too.
Yeah.
We can both be. You can both. be gay.
So I would want to be Lore.
There are no
first
rules
off.
here, man. You can choose
Lore?
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if if it's got to be the main
Can I
cast, of
change
course.
mine to the Worf's lady?
The what lady?
The Worf's lady.
Worf's.
You're
Changing
You're the
my
Worf's
answer.
lady?
I'm the
She's
Worf's
pretty
lady.
cool.
She's badass.
Yeah.
She's about to die, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
Oh, spoiler! None of those eyes.
Gowron.
Like you guys have any fucking clue what's going on. That's true. You're like, how dare you say spoiler? Like, nobody's been listening to this for 15 minutes now. While we argued about who we would be on the show.
Okay, Gowron is definitely the superior.
Who's that
Klingon.
guy?
Gowron fucking rules. Look at this look he gives.
Gowron sees all.
Damn.
I think
Eyes of Gowron
of the
sees
random security guys are hot.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, they're super hunky. Yeah. For
What's
sure.
going on with them? Like they're unusually hunky.
Yeah.
They don't usually have that good looking
Yeah.
background people.
I know, they're
And
kinda
I
like-
watched this and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of those guys.
Both of those
Killers.
guys.
Yeah, I was immediately creating my own fiction. Like, oh, these guys have something going on. with each
Yeah.
other, too.
Yeah, that's Lieutenant Jones and Lieutenant Bones.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in the audition room when they were auditioning for Gowron, right?
Who is the buggiest actor in this room?
No, it's like you don't know what you're looking for until you find it, right? I think it's that guy.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, honest to God, Gowron is an amazing character.
Yes.
And the eyeballs thing is very hard to ignore.
Is that the actor or is that the?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
he looks like that in real life.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. you
Friend of the
can't-
show, Luis Reyes, has met him and says that he looks. That his
Yeah,
eyes
you
are.
can't like
Is he the
make
same?
can't
that
fake that?
happen temporarily.
Is he the same actor as in Young Frankenstein?
No.
no, because that was 15 years before this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know I'm not good with that.
And he was on.
And you're talking about who are you? Are you talking about Marty Feldman?
Yes, that's what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
No, it's not Marty Feldman.
Although he had big eyes too.
But he's made a career.
So this is not Gowron talking to the Worf's lady.
No, this is Gowron.
That's Gowron.
Oh, that's Gow.
Yeah.
He seems more normal now.
He's not.
It depends
lighting is
on how
softer.
it. Yeah.
He bugs them out a little bit more
When he's
sometimes.
doing that,
I feel like sometimes he does it on purpose when he's like,
His eyes are.
Yeah.
I'm making my angry Klingon.
Yeah, you
face
could
now.
do that. He could do that, but yeah, the amount of white that you're seeing in his eyes,
It's a lot.
that's
there's like an
You're
amount of
born with
protrusion.
that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
He could
So-
probably see his own ears. I'm just doing some basic trigonometry.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, now I have a title for this week. He can see his own ears.
I mean, his peripheral vision is really good. That's a given.
yeah.
It's
Can he lick his own elbow?
With his eyeballs.
Oh no!
Oh,
So why is he talking to the Worf's lady?
they're all.
Okay, so I mean, do you really care?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
I can try to summarize what's happened here. It's been a long time since we've actually checked in
Checked in with the
on
show.
the episode.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
They had a ceremony where they each stabbed the dead Compek
Oh, is
with
that what that
yeah.
claw
a
thing was?
stick.
Yeah.
It looked like a garden weasel.
But he was already
Klingon
dead.
pain. Yes,
Right, they
it
were
was
trying
a
to test.
That's why I described it as a symbolic ceremony
Oh.
where they stabbed him with a pain stick to symbolize the passing of the former leader. Meanwhile, they're trying to figure out who killed the guy. So the Klingons are like, just choose already. And Jean-Luc has been basically stalling for time while the crew has been doing their investigation to try and figure out who killed him. Because Jean-Luc has learned Klingon, like, rights of succession law.
Yeah.
He did his homework on the way. So he's like, I can put off making a decision for
Sure.
X amount of time while I make you do some other dumb, like, shit to try and prove that you're good at your jobs. So he's managed to delay making a decision, and now he's sort of running out of time. And they're like, we have to solve the murder, or Jean-Luc has to
Just pick, right?
just pick.
Does he ever like spend time with Gowron and the other dude?
And Jean-Luc has come up with a plan, which is because Worf has been discommodified, discommendated.
It's commendation. Yeah, that's the word they use.
Wow, look how high up Patches is.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Patches-
she went all the way
shit.
up
She's
there.
up. She's gonna start dropping stuff like.
You
Bob.
two need to wear a hard hat.
Because Worf has been discommoded, he's not supposed to be in the meetings with the other Klingons. And so what Jean-Luc just said to him is, I want you to come with me to this meeting. And Worf's like, they're going to be furious if you do that. And Jean-Luc was like, I know.
I like that.
Oh, Gowron.
Oh my god! Look at him sitting there watching it. He's like, I hate
Those
Mondays.
are not the same two hot security guys
Well, it's a
that were in the
different
other
shift,
season.
You know, it's been,
The one guy is still hot.
Wait, the one guy. Wait, that's like a huge downgrade.
Why would you not use the exact same two background extras?
Different.
Why would you get two for 2 different days?
They just must have had a reshoot, and they're just
Dude,
like,
it's just different with hot
Spreading the
people.
love.
Yeah, it's just
Because literally you have to like fit costumes to whoever you hire.
I
Like,
think they look like they're.
why wouldn't you hire the same person to be there for the week and just be standing in the background the whole
You
week?
should be producing, Matt. You should be producing.
Yeah.
They would have their costs cut.
I would be an efficient producer,
Yeah.
actually.
No, we're gonna keep
That
the
is
hot
one,
guys.
That is one thing I would get.
Keep those two hot guys.
Yeah.
Don't let them leave.
I mean, I wouldn't say it like that.
Well,
but
no.
maybe in the back of my head, I would be like,
These guys are perfect.
I'm just fucking Harvey Weinstein, like waiting to happen.
No, don't
You
be.
get a little bit of real power.
Just a little bit of power.
Be better than
Bring
that.
me hot people. Only hot people.
I'll be there for the fitting.
How dare you? Even the janitors should be hot.
It's like Abercrombie and Fitch up in there.
Yeah, it's like a Fox show from the 90s.
Yeah, it was like Mitz Models Inc., baby.
So is this where they have to show off? Are they arguing?
They did the showing off part, and now they're like, why don't you just make a choice?
Yeah.
And Jean-Luc is saying, we are trying to figure out who blew up the bomb.
Damn.
Because there was a bomb earlier. We kind of weren't paying attention.
There was.
There
There
was.
was.
Cool.
And what they've figured out is that the bomb came from the Romulans.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody, one of these two guys, has been collaborating with the Romulans, who everyone is supposed to hate, because the Klingons and the Federation are in a peace treaty against the Romulans. So if it turned out that somebody gave used a Romulan bomb, then that would prove that they were in a conspiracy. Meanwhile, Claire is trying to figure out what really happened with Worf's parents and Duros's parents. So she's trying to get information about the Kittimer massacre
Through the computer.
from the computer.
Yep.
Computer forensic. Well, that guy would not be on Matt's cast. That security guard that was out there.
Yeah.
Dog
High
show.
standards.
No, I mean, I'm a generous,
Yeah.
grader.
I was just thinking about the standard the other guy set.
I'm a generous grader.
That's good. That's good.
What about these?
Everybody's a 7 until the
Little balding, but
What about
And
the?
I think you have to give a half a point
for putting on the suit.
just for anybody who wants to like talk to you. Like, you start with half a point.
Yeah. No, that's good.
You're ahead of the game right from the beginning.
I'm just talking about the Weinstein version of yourself on
Oh, right.
with your
the
iron
person
control.
I would never be able to be.
Yeah.
I'd be so bad at it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I was like, do you want to? And they were like, no. I'd be like, oh, I'm so
okay.
sorry. Can I order some room service? I thought something completely different was going on. And they would just be like, no, that's not. We thought we were just having an audition. I'd be like, I so understand how you would have thought that.
Yeah.
Looking at it from your perspective.
I was wrong.
I am so sorry. Let me order you a Caesar salad.
Do you want the sea bass?
or anything, just
Yeah.
whatever you want off the menu.
As long as you hadn't shown up in a robe to the door, you'd be better.
Unless it was over a full suit. Then it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I was just getting out of the shower.
Thought I'd slip into something more comfortable.
I even think showing up at the door in a robe would be understandable if that's what you really thought was going on, like from that perspective.
Right.
If you were like, oh, I'm gonna get laid, so I'm gonna put my robe on,
Yeah.
then you could understand why a person might wear a robe. But if you're looking at it from the other side
Sure.
and you're wearing a business suit and the door opens and it's a robe, that's when I think you have to go, well, we've had a miscommunication.
Wait. Whoa.
Oh no.
It's so sad.
Maybe this Alexander shouldn't be.
Kid does not
Gross.
seem upset about it.
I mean, he's curious.
She's telling him it's Duras who did it.
You timed that exactly right, Shawn, with the mouth move.
No. He's bringing them together. She's bringing them
Oh, damn.
Eat each other now.
Yeah.
So is
The
this-
problem with the fact that we've hardly talked about this episode is that we've hardly talked about this
I know. It's a
And
good
this is an amazing.
It was such a good episode.
So does Worf have a kid now?
Yep.
He sure does.
So Alexander's just going to be hanging around.
They're gonna get a high chair for his
Well,
security
think
state.
about what Worf might do.
Yeah.
Send him to boarding school on some planet.
Well,
No,
That's not a bad
that's
guess.
bad.
Yeah.
who else would be a choice that Worf has?
Data.
Who else could Worf send his kid to?
Guinan.
Parents. His parents.
His Russian
Oh, yeah, they're
adopted
nice.
parents.
Shinkos.
Yeah, the grandparents are great.
Alexander is going to go and live with the Roshinkos
Yes.
for a while.
Okay. So does he pop up from time to time?
He does.
And when he comes back,
He'll be a
played
different.
by
He'll be
Brian
a different
Bonsall.
actor next time, but that's fine.
And you can see by this kid's acting why they replaced him.
Oh, that's don't be mean.
Yeah,
to him.
come on, Shawn.
Don't be mean to a
kid is
3-year-old,
good.
Sean.
Please.
How would
Like,
you
he's
act?
40 now.
It's,
That kid sucks.
just saying it's his fault. Just saying.
He's good.
Actually, I
He's
think
good at
actually,
cold
if you
stairs.
actually if you look at the memory alpha for this episode, Frakes says, I think they got rid of that kid because he wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Did
Sorry, 3-year-old.
Frank did Riker?
There it is.
There's the chair.
Yes. The chair, you guys, the chair.
What is that spiky thing?
My back hurts just looking at it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to use on your back.
How much do they cost again, Matt?
They were 5,000 euros in 2021 dollars.
That's barely a Bitcoin
That's
at
not
all.
even- you could get 10 for a
It's
It's
Bitcoin.
like a
Bitcoin.
tenth of a Bitcoin.
How many
Yeah.
can we fit in here if we replace the...
I mean, I think we could absolutely get 6 in
Oh,
here.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. If everybody had one.
That's how you should.
Imagine the chords. Imagine the chord situation.
Oh my
You
god.
would just hang them on.
Six of those
You
things
could
in
just
here.
hang them on the little hooks.
We never untangle them ever again.
Yeah, they
We
didn't
would
think
have
of
to set
that.
the place on fire.
They would be
and
a-
walk away.
There would be, yeah, somebody would die. Like they would get caught up and strangled by one. The
It would be
cords-
good netting, you know, like you could play in it. It's like those jungle gyms, those modern jungle gyms where you
Modern
can just
jungle
crawl
yeah,
through
what's
them.
more
Yeah.
comfortable than sitting in a modern jungle gym?
Like those spider web things?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love those. As long as we don't get caught up and hung and like die in them, then we're all right.
I
This
mean,
is the first episode that has the batleth in it. Did we
Yes.
say that already?
this is the first episode
Yeah,
with
it's
it?
first
Yeah.
sign.
that thing that he's holding.
Oh, is that
Worf's
what that's
holding?
called?
Yeah.
It's called a batleth. It's a, like supposed to be like the traditional.
I like
Klingon
whoever's job it
weapon.
is to name this stuff.
Well, there's
Well,
a whole language.
It's literally one guy.
Yeah. What I figured.
Back
Wrote
in
the
the
dictionary.
60s,
Wrote the
he
made the-
invented, or maybe it
Oh,
was for the
dear.
first movie, but he invented the Klingon language.
Boy.
We didn't see it, but before he leaves to go do this, he takes his comm badge off.
I saw it.
He that's a
How
serial sort
dare
of.
you say we didn't see it?
But we didn't discuss it when it happened.
That's correct.
Well, he takes his sash off too, and that's
Yeah,
like
he
the
takes-
most like.
I've
oh.
never seen him without a sash. Even when he's in the shower, he's got a sash on.
Not only
this.
did,
Here
watch this. Worf just straight up fucking murdered a bitch.
He's under Duras, so it's okay.
God.
This is a spicy
Wow.
one, folks.
Yeah.
Your words have no honor.
Your words.
That bubbly's hitting all of us.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
didn't
warned
drink
you
any
guys.
bubbly.
It's just in the air.
The gummies, baby.
Worf is not sad about it.
Nope.
Yeah, he's not actually.
I
He
consider
did,
this
what
very
he
close.
did what's honorable in the Klingon world.
Yep.
I like that choice. I like that they didn't like back away from that or have him go, oh, I really should have done the Starfleet.
It's one of the few
and-
times when a character doesn't join Starfleet
Yeah.
on Star Trek.
Because the obvious choice would have him be like, that was a mistake, and I really believe in Starfleet. And instead he's like, no, fuck you. Klingon law gave me the right to kill this motherfucker, and I killed this motherfucker.
And on top,
And I'm not angry about
If
it.
that means I have to face consequences, so be it.
Yeah.
This
I
don't
mean,
feel
Shawn's
bad.
right. This is a fucking great episode.
And it only got 84. Wow. Wait, so then does Worf, what are the consequences? There have to be consequences. Otherwise, it's just.
no,
you know.
I mean, in Klingon law, it's all good, right?
Patrick Stewart is also amazing in this episode. The two of them together are doing some of their best work up to this point.
Worf's
You know,
knows, too.
I think that they kind of made each other better. You know what I mean? Like,
See, he got a reprimand.
yeah,
on his record.
it's a slap on the wrist from Starfleet because Patrick Stewart's like, I get it,
Yeah.
but why are we continuing to lie about what happened with your father? Why don't we just,
Yeah.
say the truth? Tell everybody what really happened. And Worf's like, I can't do that. So I will just continue to be exiled from my people until someday.
Yeah.
That someday I will have my
Moment.
my moment. And Jean-Luc's like, all right, it's your decision. There's Livingston back in the window.
Here he is. He's sitting in a chair.
What? He's gonna get killed.
What is that Hellraiser thing?
It's the thing that Tasha had actually.
Oh.
I think in the episode where she died, or no, the super racist episode where she's fighting.
Someone
He's
sitting in the
fighting
chair.
yeah.
It's so weird. Especially a little kid.
How'd he get up there in the first place? It's like 8 feet
I
up.
like that the armrests are balls. Like that is
Everything
never
is
gonna-
balls.
Yeah.
What was the book called, Matt? Rethinking Sitting?
Rethinking Sitting was the name of the book. I mean, that was a real book.
I think we need to get
That's
a
a
copy of
real
that.
chair.
Yeah.
I really thought that it was something that they had maybe made up.
Yeah, and I thought they had gone too far, frankly. I was like, no, that's not. Nobody's.
This is
Not only is it real, it still exists.
Yeah, I know.
You can buy one.
Nobody has, though, right?
They sell enough to keep going.
I guess.
I mean, the website's up, so they're paying the ISP fee.
I guess.
But they're
I bet it does sell to like weird German.
I would have one.
Yeah.
If I had the money, I
And
would
unlimited space.
absolutely buy
You need
it.
a lot of space for that.
Good times.
Wow.
Would you?
Yes.
Wouldn't you
totally.
want
The answer is yes.
just sitting in the
I'm
corner,
honestly thinking about surprising you guys with
dust.
a chair one
Yeah.
of these days.
I would want.
hanging jackets off of it?
I would want furniture that you have to question how you use it and
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you use it for.
Yeah.
No, the question is
have
this
to, like-
furniture?
You have to
It's an
strategize.
entire house of
Or
things.
is
It's
this
like,
some other
Yeah.
is it furniture or art?
that I don't have a name for?
Yeah.
That's what that chair is.
Good stuff.
That chair did not look comfortable, even for that kid.
That kid was like,
I'm
I
like,
don't know. When you get close up
that's
to
what
it,
happened. He quit
seems
after
more
having to sit in that
padded.
chair.
I know, but it looked like everything was subtly shaking. You know, it's like
Well, I didn't think it was stable. But
Stability is important in a chair.
It looks more comfortable when you get close up to it.
Guys, it's the 21st
versus
century. There
far
are
away.
like
I don't
huge
like the height. 'cause I don't
1,000-foot
like
dams.
height.
Yeah.
My
Why
fear of falling
why
is
would
very
anyone
high.
want to be 3 feet off the ground?
I'd get pissed at those chairs at the, like bar chairs.
Right,
and all.
I don't like this.
And that's like a foot
Too
and a
high
half.
off
It's
the
like
ground.
They're all
I think your
rickety.
feet should touch the ground when
If
you're
you
eating.
have to use your core muscles to stabilize yourself in a chair, then I don't really want to be sitting there.
And it's like, where do you put your shit gets crazy in those chairs.
there's one picture where
Well, you
where the
can-
guy is
You know
like,
where to put your.
he's actually sitting
on that
what
chair.
would you would
That's
consider as perpendicular.
Oh, is
like
he?
he's sitting on the the other axis.
Like
Straight up
horizontally.
and down.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no!
I just spilled my drink.
Well,
Time to.
It's that sort of episode.
Oh well, the couch got something spilled on it. Time to replace it with those chairs.
Time for chairs.
There's more absorbent towels over there.
Don't worry.
Get those.
They probably jizzed there a few weeks ago.
Sean, do you want to do the closing?
If you
Do
want
you
me
think
to,
you could?
I can try.
I would like to hear you try.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Please rate, review, and subscribe at Apple Podcasts or Stitcher Premium or something like
Yeah,
that. Whatever
Daddy.
podcatcher you listen
Yeah,
to.
doesn't matter.
You can find us you can email us at warpedpodcast@gmail.com if you got any comments you might want to make to us. We'll read them on the air if you say really mean things about us.
Sure.
We're at Warp Trek on the Twitter
Twit.
and Warp the Podcast on Instagram. Is that right?
That's right.
Matt is at Host Warped on the Twitter.
Where's our merch? Did you do that one?
He's getting there,
Lunar
he's getting
Flare at Lunar Flare on Instagram for our Pond Down to Pond Fire shirt, which I wear proudly around at the fucking Not Scary Farm, and not one person asked me about it. It was really depressing.
You know, that genuinely surprises me.
That nobody saw the pond fire and like
there. Maybe they were being scared.
I wanted a picture.
just curious where I had gotten it from at least, you know.
I mean, on the other
I
hand,
mean, it does kind of say "wanna fuck." Like if you think about what it
if you
actually
understand what it means. And I
means.
can't imagine there weren't Star Trek fans
Yeah.
at Not Scary Farm.
you know, it's not a thing you see written down a lot, so I think that might throw people
Well,
off.
Sean,
Yeah, the spelling.
it's normally a family event, right?
Keep
So
wearing
maybe
it, Sean, keep
people.
wearing
No,
with
but
their
I'm just
partners.
saying,
Keep your chin
like,
up.
there's lots of people there that are
we're all
Star
gonna
Trek.
wear
Oh,
it.
yeah. I'm wearing it to the school Harvest Festival and Chili Cookout in a couple of weeks.
place to wear it.
Nice.
The right people will get it, and that's all that
Classy.
matters,
Yeah.
you know? It was so funny the first time I was wearing it, and my brother-in-law, who's a Trek nerd, he saw it, and he was like, Pond Fire. That's a Star Trek thing. And I was like, yeah. He's all, do you know what it is? He goes, yeah, it's the Vulcan when they... and he just kind of stopped talking.
And then were you like,
Like, yep, you know what it means.
Are you down to Pond
He
Fire?
started laughing. So.
Good. Good
And you
times.
can find Min at Wet Maynard
Wet
for
Maynard.
our Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu type stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
And next week, we got more new children for the people on the bridge.
More children.
When we watch Future Imperfect. But until that time, my name is Shawn.
My name is Matt.
I'm Jake.
Felipe.
Good night, everybody.
That was a good Felipe impression.
You know
right?
what? I'm impressed that you even made an effort. I saw you move, and I was like, oh shit, he's actually trying to get there in time. You actually were like, oh no, I have to get there.
Aaron had
I
you
was
though.
so proud of